I went onto the computer and I looked at something, and I don't know whether I'm overjoyed, I'm overwhelmed. I just don't know, because
what's the good news?
My final marks have come out.
Okay, slow down. Your final marks for the examination that you've been stressing about for so many months, are you willing to share it with us?
Well, I've got 4 distinctions.
Yay! Oh, my word. Oh, that's amazing. Amazing. Well done.
So I don't know. So whether I must, like I said, it's a feeling of mixed emotions.
No, listen, we're proud of you. Our listeners are proud of you. I'm sure everybody at home is just ecstatically proud of you as well. And you must definitely be proud of yourself as well. Wow. Well done.
Okay. Which video WhatsApp, because the road's up. If you're traveling with the NC going northbound or westbound towards Johannesburg, at Belgawan, you've got an accident involving 2 trucks, so there's going to be delays in that vicinity. Just allow for some extra traveling time. Now, there's some important news that you need to listen to. On Saturday and Sunday this week, Sandral is going to be closing the N3 completely northbound. And this is between Gladys Manzi Road and New England Road interchange. There is going to be some removal of steel beams at the new Market Road overpass. So on Saturday, 12th of July, 2100 hours. So Sunday morning, 0500 hours, the northbound will be closed. On Sunday, 13th of July, from 2100 hours to Monday morning, 0500 hours, the southbound will be closed. So truckers especially take note of this. Remember, they're going to divert you through the little town onto the freeway. So just remember that closures are going to be taking place on Saturday and Sunday of the N3, complete closure between Gladys Manzi and New England Road. Just make alternative arrangements for your travel during this time on the N3, please. Either you go earlier or you go the following morning, one of the two things. Just make sure that you plan properly. If you're traveling on the N2, north and southbound as you approach Spaghetti Junction, there's congestion due to the roadworks. Also, the N3 coming to Durban, between Paradise Valley and Spaghetti, there's some congestion as well. Just allow for some extra traveling time. That's your first update.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Rauf. Again, well done on your fantastic examination results. I suppose you can tell us more later. No, listeners, look, there's messages coming in, right, for you from our listeners, which is fantastic. Fauzi says, well done, reaching for the stars. Abu Bakr says, well done, Suf. May Allah protect you always. Ameen. There's a message saying, please congratulate Superintendent Rauf. This is from Fauzia. This morning, let's see who else. There's stickers coming through, clapping hands. Fantastic. Congrats, Soup. You are testimony that you're not too old to learn.
Are you saying I'm old?
No, they're saying you're not too old. Mubarak Soup. This is from
you are never too old to learn.
Yeah.
Learning never stops.
So let's put this into perspective, right? For those younger folks that may be listening or watching the video right now, you're on the other side of 50, and you're
a little bit more than the other side of 50.
A little bit more than and you're still hitting the books. You're still writing examinations. You're still gaining qualifications. You're still walking up the ladder.
Yep, but my children or my son has advised me. Obviously. Sometimes they can advise their parents.
Yeah.
But he sat down and spoke to me and said to me, Dad, you must register for your LLB next year.
Why not?
And then when you finish, you can join the law fraternity, So I said, why not?
In that capacity. Why not, indeed? MH Osman sends through congratulations to you, says Mubarak Soup. And he says, well, Soup is a lighty bully. What's a lighty bully? That's confusing.
I'm a friend from 90 days.
That's confusing. There we go. Superintendent Rauf should be the next Minister of Police. Shahid Mia Hafizab. I think that's a nice suggestion right there. Well done. There's a lot going on in that fraternity, in those offices at the moment as well. Assalamu alaikum to the Breakfast Rush team. Congratulations from Anisa. She says, congrats to Kaz Superintendent Inayat Rauf from Anisa in Phoenix. I'm going to assume this is one of your cousins. There's loads of messages. So I don't know if you want to come to the studio and start reading them yourself. You're most welcome to.
Inshallah. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Well, alaikum salam. Absolutely testament to sure, the spirit, hey? That learning spirit. We know. Learning is meant to be from cradle to grave. It's a never-ending process. And here, Superintendent Rauf is with us and just proving that you're never too old to just pick up a book or maybe open it up on your PC, right? Or tablet or phone, whatever, and learn. And we're very proud of his achievement with his multiple distinctions.
So weather update. I think it's going to be playtime weather.
All right, Durban, clear today. 24-degree high for Durban at lunchtime. Feeling like 10 degrees at the moment, but anyway. Clear 24 at lunch for Durban. Pietermaritzburg from 3 up to a clear 25 later on. Margate, mostly clear 22. Richards Bay, a clear 24. Ladysmith, mostly clear 2 degrees at the moment. 23-degree high at lunchtime. Johannesburg, clear 17. Cape Town, a cloudy 17. Lilongwe in Malawi, partly cloudy 22. Pakistan's Karachi, cloudy 34 degrees. Mecca, Medina, expecting haze and a 43-degree high. Dubai today, sunny 39. Perth in Australia, sunny 16. Galway in Ireland, partly cloudy 19 degrees out there today. And Gaza City, Palestine, mostly sunny 29 degrees is what they're expecting at their lunchtime. It's your breakfast rush. It's right about 18 minutes to 7 this morning. Loads to come up on your breakfast rush today, reminding you about what the US president did yesterday, imposing that 30% tariff on all South African goods. Speaking with an economist a little bit later on to find out what this development means for sunny South Africa. We'll figure all of that out and more as we get through your breakfast rush today.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil Pure Sunflower Cooking Oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil Cooking Oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
From South Africa to the world, it's your number one, The Breakfast Rush with Nishal Sarawan.
We are friends, we are sisters, we are mothers, we are warriors in heels. We wipe tears, wear smiles, and still wear the crown. This Women's Day, own your crown with the Al Ansar Foundation. A celebration of bold hearts and beautiful souls. The 9th of August, 189 West Road. Tickets 250 Rand at the Al Ansar shop. Own your crown, because queens don't wait. Call Outreach now for more information on 031 208 1601.
At Regent Business School, we bring together innovation, inclusivity, and excellence. Our globally recognized institution immerses you in a dynamic learning experience. Surrounded by academic experts and industry leaders, you'll be equipped with knowledge to transform your career and your life. Discover the affordable, accredited qualification that's right for you. Regent Business School. Surround yourself with success. Mid-year registrations are now open. Visit regent.ac.za today.
When you give water, you're reaching out to drought-affected areas, bringing them to life. Fresh water to drink, to clean, and to grow. That's the power of water. Donate now to Islamic Relief.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
झोली मेरी भर दे मौला तू है बड़ा रहमान तू है बड़ा रहमान झोली मेरी भर दे मौला झोली मेरी भर दे मौला मन बस्ती में चर्चा तेरा मन बस्ती में चर्चा तेरा काम से तेरे मुझ में सवेरा काम से तेरे मुझ में सवेरा
Oh, but quality-wise? Okay. Okay, I got it set on StreamYard on auto. So let me change it. Audio is set on automatically adjust mic volume. What number should I put it on? Between 0 and 200. Okay. Done. Now let's see, how do I save this? Okay.
That's right. Just close the screen and it should be okay.
44. It's fine.
Close the settings screen. Don't know what's saving.
Okay. Done. It's on 40. No. You think it's because of this WhatsApp call? Okay, let's cut and test on that side. Thank you. Bye. I've cut the WhatsApp call. I'm hoping that that sounds a little bit better. Maybe send me a message on the studio chat or on WhatsApp. Please, Azam, to let me know how's the clarity of this. It's buffered.
इश्क में तेरे डूबे रहना डूबे रहना याद में तेरी खोए रहना याद में तेरी खोए रहना है मेरा अरमान जज्बा अमीरे हमजा का दे.
TBR, it is Muhammad Rashid Azam doing the work on this track that's playing out in the background at the moment. So, Nazmira Kashim, Assalamu alaikum. Nazmira Kashim, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. So, the teachers decided to work from home today. Or has the municipality decided for the teacher that she must work from home today?
Oh, it's ridiculous. I would prefer to be in studio. So false promises were made. It's now 10 to 7. We were told that the water would return at 4. There's still no water. I think it's time that I need to start saving towards a JoJo or a borehole or something.
I don't know. We're putting a borehole in a gated estate for one dwelling might not be such a grand idea. That'd be a good idea for the whole gated estate.
They create all of these crazy ideas in your mind because I don't know, you just have to learn now how to do things by yourself.
Indeed. So I know there's vast swaths of Durban that are basically without water supply at the moment. Unfortunately, your home is in that area as well. And yeah, so, hang on. One of our brothers on the roads right now, Brother Altaf, sends a picture, says taxi blocking 1.5 lanes of the Southern Freeway incoming just after the M7 ramp. So taxi blocking 1.5 lanes after the M7. This is on the Southern Freeway incoming. So please be aware of that as traffic starts to just get busier and busier and the roads just get busier and busier, that if they don't move that van, it's going to cause a traffic backlog. And then he sends another message and he says, well, that's why you must join the gym so you can have other places to go and shower.
Yeah, well, look, even when I was a member of the gym that I was part of wasn't like the shower area wasn't the best. You would rather not. So
Join a better gym, I suppose. Anyway, Salams, I'm in Kawi Road and the water pressure is very, very low. Ashraf, what I take away from that is that you've got water pressure. As low as it may be, something's trickling through. I know here in South Africa, we'd actually want to think to ourselves, we must be grateful for the little drop that's coming out the tap. We'd like for it to flow properly. Please, Mr. Municipality. Salams, some of my buddies call... we can call you for Jojo tags. Okay, cool. Thanks, MH. We can do that. All right, cool. So I know, Naz, whilst we were trying to test this line between us and you, we did the traffic report and Superintendent Raouf says, his examination results are in. He's got 4 distinctions on his screen and he's just so happy with it. So Shahid Mia, Alhamdulillah. Hafizab Shahid Mia says 4 distinctions. He needs 4 tablespoons of condensed milk, 4 naan katai as well.
Look, I think that's very, very well deserved.
Right, he can split those 4 tablespoons of condensed milk over the next 4 weeks. Shanaz, we'd like to congratulate Inayat on his achievements. May Allah protect him. Barakah always Ameen from his uncle Yaqub Osman and family. Lovely message.
I think so many people can take great inspiration from Colonel Raouf's book. And that's what it's about, studying, learning, and like you always say, Ikra, Nishal's favorite word is read. From the cradle to the grave.
Let's see. Well done, sir. Very proud of you. Congrats to my brother. You're always reaching from the stars from his sister, Shanaz. Well done, Farah Khan and Zinat, for Superintendent Raouf. Loads of messages coming through this morning. Loving it. Wherever you are watching the video as well right now, you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, you're on Insta, wherever you're watching from, thank you very much. Just look on the bottom end of the screen, right? It should be right about there, you got the share button. Click it. Just press that share button and share it to your friends, to your family, all of that. It's run about 5 minutes to 7 now, and there's a lot that's going on in the world. We just want to grab a quick look at headlining news for you to keep you in touch with everything that's been going on.
Absolutely. And we'll start off here in KwaZulu-Natal with the Transport MEC Subuniso Duma, who is pleading with motorists to alert the Road Traffic Inspectorate when approaching uncontrolled fires along the freeway. Now, this call has come after smoke coming from an uncontrolled fire caused a multi-vehicle pileup on the R34 freeway in Utrecht. 2 people suffered injuries in this incident and were rushed to a nearby hospital.
That must have been scary, hey? Driving in that area and all the smoke heading your way. Let's look at some news coming in from outside of South Africa now. An Israeli strike on a vehicle near the northern Lebanese city of Tripoli has killed at least 3 people and injured 13. Lebanon's health ministry says in the latest breach of a ceasefire between the two countries. The attack yesterday came as Israel intensifies its strikes in Lebanon amid Hezbollah's weakened position, the Lebanese army's inability to fight back, and the international community's failure to pressure Israel to abide by the truce. The strike near Lebanon's northernmost city, more than 180 kilometers from the Israeli border, highlights Israel's willingness to launch assaults across the country, not just in the south. I think if Iran picks up the phone and says, Hazard, remember us from 2 weeks ago? If you keep wagging your tail like this, we're going to cut it. I think if they do that, things might get a little bit easier there in Lebanon as well.
I'm hoping. So we bringing you back home quickly. Alleged Ponzi scheme kingpin Louis Liebenberg has made a dramatic address in the. I was going to do that. But I have a friend, by the way, whose name is Louis, and it's about the same. So anyway, Louis Liebenberg has made a dramatic address in the Bronkhort. Oh, and my screen just closed.
This is why we call them
Let's go back.
Nazisms.
Bronkhort.
Nazisms. There you go.
Magistrate courts complaining about the conditions of his imprisonment. Now, Liebenberg returned to court yesterday together with his 8 co-accused, who are all accused of running a botched diamond investment scheme. They're facing charges of fraud, racketeering, and money laundering.
Lots going on in the world. And as we get through your TBR this morning, we're going to get you news in about 4 minutes from now.
Brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil Pure Sunflower Cooking Oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
The Breakfast Rush. It's the people's choice.
Join us for an inspiring meet and greet, calling all young book lovers and aspiring authors. Meet Hannah Mutala and Maria Mehta, 2 talented young authors who are making waves. Join us at Al Ansar Shop on the 12th of July for an exciting meet and greet event where you can learn about their writing journey and experiences. The date again, Saturday, the 12th of July, time 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Location is at the Al Ansar Shop, 207 West Road in Overport. Don't miss this opportunity to meet inspiring authors and spark your creativity. We look forward to seeing you there.
Did you hear? Your favorite 24-hour dentist has moved? Crown Dental Studio, offering everything your smile needs, from general to cosmetic dentistry. Female practitioner now available upon request. Call us on 081 207 8621 to schedule your next appointment. Or visit our new studio at 26 McCuton Avenue, Durban North. Crown Dental Studio, the 24-hour dentist.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
The Breakfast Rush main news bulletin.
Making news at 7, a suspected hijacker has been shot dead by his victim in Bayview. Good morning, I'm Tabile Duma. A suspected hijacker has been shot dead by his victim in Bayview. He and an accomplice allegedly confronted a motorist in a bakkie on Blue Crest Terrace last night. Fortunately, the driver was quick to react and defend himself. The second suspect fled but may also be wounded. The victim was unharmed. The Durban High Court, which needed to start delivering its ruling on the murder case of a Durban Girls Secondary School pupil Wandile Aphiwe Ngcobo, was delayed for an hour yesterday after one of the accused told the court that he wanted to reopen his case. The 17-year-old Aphiwe was allegedly killed on the 28th of May last year by Sfundo Bongani Pengu and Bongani Freedom Charlie, who also live in the area. Her body was found gagged and bound with a pair of pantyhose in her home in Umlazi. According to the state, Ngcobo had remained home on that fateful day to study for her grade 11 exams. Yesterday, as Judge Garth Harrison started to read his judgment, Charlie raised his hand. Phumelelo Danisa, his legal aid advocate, went to speak to him. Daniso informed the court that after speaking with his client, that Charlie was holding a written document that he wished to read out in front of the judge. According to Daniso, he was not informed about this material by his client. In more local news, the Blackburn Informal Settlement in Conobia, north of Durban, has not only been transformed into a massive movie set for international production company, but also provided much-needed jobs. The movie production team requested that the names of the film and the actors not be disclosed, but were happy with the location that they had chosen to film the second season of a series in Durban. The site at the Blackburn Informal Settlement was used for 6 days with a camera crew, stagehands and a security personnel on site. Rory McPherson, a Tigwini Ward 102 DA councillor, said that 9 out of 10 movies are filmed in Cape Town, and he had hoped that with Durban's climate, scenery and hospitality, it would become the preferred choice for filmmakers. In national news, the lobby group AfriForum said President Cyril Ramaphosa and the ANC-led Government of National Unity are directly responsible for the 30% tariff that US President Donald Trump announced on imports from South Africa. The organization maintains that Ramaphosa and his government falsely dismissed the US concerns as misinformation instead of acknowledging and actively working to resolve them. According to AfriForum, the country is now reaping the bitter consequences of the government's failure to act. The tariff, which takes effect from the 1st of August, was suspended for 90 days to allow for negotiations. Police are investigating the murder of a 36-year-old man believed to be a ward councillor who was shot in Lusaka in Mamelodi last night. Police spokesperson Captain Tintswalo Sibeko said unknown suspects driving a white vehicle allegedly shot the victim. He said that the investigation is currently underway and no arrests have been made. She added that the motive for the shooting remains unclear. And finally, China warned the Trump administration yesterday against reigniting trade tension by restoring tariffs on its goods next month and threatened to retaliate against the nations that strike deals with the United States to cut China out of supply chains. Washington and Beijing agreed to a trade framework in June that restored a fragile truce, but with many details are still unclear, traders and investors on both sides of the Pacific are watching to see if it will unravel or lead to a lasting friction. On Monday, President Donald Trump began notifying trade partners of sharply higher U.S. tariffs from the 1st of August after he delayed all but 10% of his April duties on most countries to give them time to strike deals with the world's largest economy. China, initially singled out with tariffs exceeding 100%, has until the 12th of August to reach an agreement with the White House to keep Trump from reinstating additional import curbs imposed during a tit-for-tat tariff exchanges in April and in May. Now taking a look at news in Pietermaritzburg on 105.6 FM. Traffic came to a standstill yesterday as Msunduzi traffic officers launched a large-scale roadblock operation along Chief Albert Lutuli Road. Dozens of vehicles were pulled over using an advanced detection system to identify traffic violations and unroadworthiness. Several motorists were detained and loaded into a police van while some stood along the roadside waiting to be processed or taken to the charge office. Msunduzi's acting spokesperson Anele Makanya said that the Traffic and Law Enforcement Unit continued to intensify its efforts to ensure road safety. And finally, drugs are becoming an increasing issue in the community, with growing concern that substances are now being sold to pupils in primary schools. There have been several complaints from the community about drug dens and merchants operating in the area. Several residents in Northdale, Woodlands and Cobesville have said that they are aware of multiple drug dealers active in their neighborhoods. That's it for your news in Pietermaritzburg on 105.6 FM. Now taking a look at your financial indicators. The rand to the US dollar is trading at 17 rands and 79 cents, to the euro at 20 rands and 82 cents, to the pound at 24 rands and 14 cents. The Saudi riyal is at 4 rand and 74 cents. Gold is trading at $3,292.69 an ounce, while Brent crude oil is trading at $70.06 a barrel. I will be back with your headlines at 7:30. For Radio Alansai News, I'm Tabile Duma.
I want to send a message out to our colleagues that sit on those various panels at the Radio Awards, the National Radio Awards. A suggestion for category, new one, latest addition to the radio, for the world's longest news bulletin.
This traffic update is brought to you by Bake Ermelo, a brand new addition to the Dockrat crew.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Superintendent Raouf, assalamu alaikum, welcome back.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm receiving possible protest action in the Amlazi area, not confirmed yet, but if it is happening, then it must be on Mongotsuta Highway. I'm waiting for more information to come through regarding this incident. Remember the action we spoke about earlier this morning in Balgawan, 2 trucks involved, northbound going towards Johannesburg, so it's affecting traffic. There will be delays in that vicinity. Another accident involving a couple of cars. It's on the N2 northbound, just opposite the Westwood Mall. And if you're going past the Spaghetti Junction, as you're going down towards Spearroad Bridge, that's where you're going to find the accident now. This is going to put a lot of pressure on the N2 northbound, especially with the construction work taking place and other accidents as well. So there is no breakdown lane in that vicinity. So whatever lanes obstructed is going to really affect the traffic. So just be aware of that, please. There's going to be major congestion. Traffic is already building up on the N2 northbound as you approach the Spaghetti Junction. Southbound as well as you're approaching the Spaghetti due to the roadworks taking place. Now, you got a bit of slow-moving traffic on the N3 coming into Durban from the Paradise Valley. Now, when you're taking the ramp onto the N2 north as well, it's starting to congest, building up onto the N3. But just be aware of that and allow for extra traffic time, please. We've got a stationary vehicle on the N2. And as you go just between, as you go past the Sibaya ramp, between there and the next ramp that takes you to Konobia. That's where it is. So it's not affecting traffic because just before the construction work, there's a breakdown lane. That's where it is. It's a stationary vehicle. So be aware of that, please. 2 other stationary vehicles on the N2 northbound in the vicinity of the Natal Portland Cement NPC. Obviously, they're waiting for somebody there, so be careful. They're not moving. They are in that vicinity. That's your second update.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Raouf. Much appreciated. We'll catch up with you in a bit on the show.
You know, I'm standing at my office window and I'm looking at something.
Right. What are you looking
at? The cricket stadium.
Okay.
And it looks like they're building a dome.
They're building a dome? Inside the stadium?
A dome. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like there's a dome tent going to come into the stadium. Obviously, there's something going to be happening soon. It's quite interesting, the way they're building it.
So there's possibly an event scheduled to take place there over this weekend, and the preparations are, kicking off today.
I must go poke my nose and see what it is.
He's a nosy fella, this one. Yeah, Nosy Parker is his English name. Thank you. Thanks, Soup.
That's a good thing, because if Colonel finds out, then we'll all know what's happening.
Yeah, no, he can't keep a secret, this one here. What else? What else is going on in the world that's not a secret at all? President Cyril Ramaphosa, in a statement late on Monday, said he had received correspondence from Trump on the unilateral imposition of a 30% trade tariff against South Africa. He said the 30% tariff is based on a particular interpretation of the balance of trade between South Africa and the US, which was being contested and was among matters under consideration by the negotiating teams from both countries. But South Africa could be dealt a bigger blow if Trump follows through with his threat to impose an additional 10% tariff on all goods from BRICS nations. Now, according to Trump, the growth and expansion of BRICS, which was conceived 2 decades ago as a forum for fast-growing economies, poses a threat to U.S. dominance in the global economy. At a recent BRICS summit in Rio de Janeiro, the 11-nation bloc, which includes South Africa, Brazil, Russia, India, and China, criticized Trump's imposed tariffs. In response, Trump accused the group of anti-Americanism and pledged the additional tariff. Now, Ramaphosa condemned Trump's threat of an additional tariff, saying efforts to punish the bloc were disappointing. BRICS does not seek to compete with any other power, according to South Africa's President Ramaphosa. The bloc advocates for the emergence of various centers of power in the world. Now, Ramaphosa emphasized the BRICS bloc's goal is to promote cooperation and advance humanity's interests, not to compete with any particular country. This is big news all around the country, talking about it left, right, and center. And we're going to jump into that conversation as well. We're going to be joined, inshallah, by economist Azhar Jammine on the program in a little bit from now to further the discussion.
This traffic update is brought to you by Bake Ermelo, a brand new addition to the Docrat crew. Experience automotive bliss with our new Bake lineup. Check out our full range of our new Bake vehicles designed to keep you smiling mile after mile. Choose your favorite model and give us a call. We will answer all your questions. Contact us today on 017-492-0166 to get a quote. We don't only deliver nationwide, but right to your door. Bake Ermelo, a new member of the Docrat Group.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
The views and opinions expressed by the guest and presenters of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
As temperatures drop and winter grips the country, the less fortunate in South Africa are preparing for the harsh realities that this season brings. Africa Muslims Agency is distributing blankets, clothing, and other essentials to thousands across the country. Sponsor a winter pack for 320 Rand or a blanket for 160 Rand and spread warmth this winter. Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
At Regent Business School, we bring together innovation, inclusivity, and excellence. Our globally recognized institution immerses you in a dynamic learning experience. Surrounded by academic experts and industry leaders, you'll be equipped with knowledge to transform your career and your life. Discover the affordable, accredited qualification that's right for you. Regent Business School. Surround yourself with success. Mid-year registrations are now open. Visit regent.ac.za today.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
So it is official. Former US President Donald Trump, and I'm not sure why they're saying former, because I know he was former back then. He's current at the moment. Anyway, US President Donald Trump has followed through on his threat and imposed a sweeping 30% tariff on all South African goods entering the United States. The tariffs are set to kick in on the 1st of August, and according to Trump's letter to President Ramaphosa, this is just the beginning. He says the move is aimed at creating what he calls more balanced and fair trade. And he's even offered companies the option to avoid the tariff if they shift manufacturing to the US. But this sudden and unilateral move has sparked concern here at home. Now, to help us make sense of what all of this actually means and what it could mean for jobs, exports, prices, and that here in South Africa, we're joined by economist Dr. Azhar Jammine. Dr. Jammine, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Breakfast Rush.
Good morning to you. Just to say that I'm the chief economist of Econometrics.
And a pleasure to have you on the program, Doctor. What exactly does a 30% tariff mean for South African businesses that export to the US?
What it means is that when they export to the US, there will be a 30% levy imposed on those goods, and that money will go to the fiscus in the United States, and those goods will therefore cost 30% more in America.
Trump says the move is about correcting a significant trade deficit. Is this a fair argument? How does trade imbalance actually affect a country like the US or SA?
There is a big controversy, certainly in South Africa, about what he deems to be the inequality between what the country imports and exports. In the United States, they say that it amounts to 30% of the value of total exports and trade. But South Africa's calculation shows that it's a tiny fraction of that, and that therefore the 30% level that has been imposed on South African exports is incorrect mathematically, statistically, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, if a country runs a big trade deficit with another country, it's theoretically exporting jobs to the exporting country.
From your perspective, how damaging could this be for South Africa's economy, particularly in sectors like agriculture, automotive, or manufacturing?
Those are the sectors specifically that will be negatively affected. The rest of the economy will be relatively unaffected, other than for the knock-on effects of the damage inflicted on some of those other sectors. Automotive stands out to be the biggest by far, but there's a lot of uncertainty at the moment. Trump hasn't said anything about whether the majority of our exports, which are composed of minerals such as platinum group metals, manganese, chromium, titanium, and the like, are still going to be subject to those taxes, because some of those minerals are produced nowhere else, and the United States needs them.
Mm-hmm.
So there was nothing in the letter sent to South Africa to say that they were exempted, but the general feeling is, and acceptance is, that they will be exempted. If that is the case, then where the axe really falls is on automotive products, plus mainly citrus, table grapes, wine, and macadamia nuts.
Okay. Now, President Ramaphosa has called this a unilateral move. What are the options for South Africa here? Can we challenge this under international trade laws or at the World Trade Organization?
I think we can challenge these, but then, you've got to realize that we are not alone in this. There are many other emerging markets and even developed economies that are subject to the same kind of surcharges. Just before the announcement on South Africa, the US announced a 25% tariff on imports from Japan and South Korea. Now, in the automotive sector, those are clearly competing countries to export to the US. So what it does mean is that we need not suffer completely when viewed against our competitors, because many of them are also carrying big import surcharges. The whole idea is to transfer production to the United States and let Americans just be confined to buying American products and not foreign products. And the fear of that, of course, is that it will lead to sharply higher inflation in the United States, higher interest rates, and probably lead to a recession in that country.
Indeed. Now, final question for this morning, Doc. For the average South African listening to this, how might this affect everyday life? Could we see price hikes, job losses, or investment uncertainty?
We will see a bit of each of those. But what people are not recognizing is that South Africa has far, far bigger economic problems and challenges than just worrying about exports to the United States. It's these other structural impediments to economic growth that are far, far more important than just worrying about exporting to America. Things such as our energy, logistics, water crises, crime, the lack of education, the lack of small business activity in the structure of the economy, the incompetence and inefficiencies of local government, and the continuation of state capture and cadre deployment within the economy. Those are far bigger constraints on economic growth than worrying about a few. Look, no question, automotive and some of agriculture will be negatively affected, but the rest of the economy is subject to bigger challenges of the kind that I've indicated.
Thank you very much for your time this morning, Dr. Jammine, and insight and information on the subject that is on everybody's lips at the moment. We want to wish you a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you. The same to you.
There you go. That was Chief Economist Dr. Azhar Jammine here on Your Breakfast Rush, letting you know that whilst there may be reason for concern with regard to this, there are other issues that are right here at home growing and posing a bigger threat.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil Pure Sunflower Cooking Oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil Cooking Oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Shifa Private Hospital is proud to announce it has received the Diamond Status Award from the World Stroke Organization, the highest global recognition for excellence in stroke care. This honor reflects our commitment to rapid response, advanced treatment, and world-class outcomes. We are also proud to have received Discovery Health's Better Than Expected Award, their highest level of recognition for the second year in a row. Lenmed Shifa Private Hospital, delivering excellence, saving lives.
Big city, the big city. Winners wake up with the Breakfast Rush.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of car audio. Our TV department carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. Call 031 306 4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickfield Road, Overport. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
Krugerrands are a timeless investment. Every day, thousands trust Issa Bullion to buy, store, and sell them effortlessly. With 16 years of global expertise, we make gold trading simple. Trade 24/5 from anywhere on our user-friendly platform, a first for South Africa. Each Krugerrand is fully insured and stored in high-security vaults. Enjoy competitive pricing and guaranteed buyback. Issa Bullion, built on trust, driven by expertise, focused on your future. Visit isabullion.co.za today.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Do you have what it takes to win? Call now and let's find out together. The Breakfast Rush. 0861 904 904.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Sandton 2.0.
Naz, do you have a home air purifier compact?
No, I don't.
I'll tell you where you can get one. You can get one at our set of Vodacom stores, right? It's 2,609 Rand. Now, the Xiaomi Smart Air Purifier 4 Compact is on sale at the moment, and you get peace of mind, all-day protection for those who suffer from allergies. The air purifier protects your respiratory health by keeping the air in your home clean and safe to breathe. Now, 0861 904 904. And if you are following at Cellular City Group, then you've already got the answer to today's question, right? So just open it up on Facebook or on Instagram, on their social media, basically, and look at it. And the answer to the question is right there in the latest post from Cellular City Group. So call us now. I'll ask you an easy question. You're going to give me an answer. We'll take your name. We'll put it on Friday's list for a lucky draw. And who knows, on Friday, when we pull out that name from the little container, yeah, you could win for yourself the multifunctional rice cooker, which is being sold at 1,259 Rand. So it's got 8 cooking functions, a smart link to the app, 24-hour delayed timer, 12-hour keep warm feature. If you'd like to win it, so it'll be like Mahala in your home. Free.
Absolutely.
Call now.
So I'm just looking at that advert that you were reading, the Smart Air Purifier 4 Compact, and I'm thinking to myself, imagine, you say, switch on, and then your husband looks at you and he says, switch what on? Because he doesn't know who you're talking to or what you're talking to. And he's like, never mind. It's on already. You don't have to do anything.
True story. The Xiaomi Smart. If you're watching the video right now, you know, right? I'm just like, okay, there's 2 conversations taking place at the moment. The one that I cannot put on the microphone and the one that I should. Right? So
I know.
The Xiaomi Smart Air Purifier 4 keeps your air clean and your family protected. And it's all controlled from your phone. It's as easy as walking into the store, going up to one of those very informed salespersons and saying to them, hey, listen, I heard about this on the show, on the Breakfast Rush this morning. And I know it's 2,609 Rand, and I'd like one, please. And then just like,
and I think
there you go.
One of the biggest perks is that it works with Android and iPhone, so you don't have any issues.
Exactly. So Azam says to me, Azam, our latest a technical engineer here on the show, is indicating to me that he's needing to reboot the phone system. So if you've been trying to call and it hasn't been working, it's because he needed to kick it like reboot. So I'll tell you what, tomorrow, Naz, let's get 2 callers on.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0 Vodacom Shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom Shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0 Westwood Mall, The Bluff, The Workshop Durban, Umlazi Megacity, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Making news at the bottom of the hour, a mass public march is being planned in a growing wave of support for KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi following his explosive allegations that senior police and government officials are obstructing investigations into political assassinations and organized crime. Home Affairs Minister Leon Schreiber yesterday announced that the department will increase the pilot project that currently delivers a smart ID and passport services in about 30 bank branches across the country. And finally, the U.S.'s special envoy for the West Asia region says he hopes the Israeli regime, which has been waging a nearly 21-month-long genocidal war on the Gaza Strip, and Hamas will reach a ceasefire agreement by the week's end. That's it for now. For Radio Al Ansar News, I'm Tabila Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabila Duma. Naz, I'm looking at the script for this morning, and I've noticed that there's a discussion that's planned, I think, with Sister Fatima Karim with regard to the Women's Day event that's being planned to take place here at Ansar in Women's Month. So August.
Looking forward to that. So I will be there.
Yeah, promise. Are you making a promise on air right now?
I promise.
Right.
I have purchased a ticket to be there, so I will be there. And I have roped my mum along, and I do know that our sister Shanaz Luqman will be there too.
Yeah. So that ticket, I think, has been purchased as well. So you're going to go there.
Correct.
They're not going to give you a mic. I know they're not going to give you a mic because you
No,
purchased your
so
ticket.
I will be
And that
doing
was
other
the in.
things. I will be painting and I will be sipping.
No, man, that's the sip and paint event. The Women's Day thing is something else, I think.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
I know what you're
So
talking about.
Naz doesn't read the script in English when it's sent to her. She reads
Listen,
it
at
in
the moment,
hieroglyphics.
the device that I'm trying to operate it via is populating
Yeah.
WhatsApp messages over it. So it makes life very difficult.
And this is why we okie dokie. So Superintendent Raouf is ready with Audi's traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Audi Centre Newcastle, a member of the Docrat Group.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
Superintendent Raouf, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. Don't forget about the road closures, please, people in the Madisburg area on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday night on the northbound until Sunday morning. Sunday night until Monday morning will be southbound. Saturday will be northbound. So please be aware of that between Gladys and Manzi and, on the entry basically, going towards Johannesburg and the entry coming towards Durban. You will have road closure. So it will be from New Zealand Road to Gladys Manzi Road. So be aware of that. 2,100 hours on Saturday night. So Sunday morning, 500 hours at northbound. And Sunday 13th, 2,100 hours, 500 hours Monday morning. So especially the truckers, this message goes out to you. Just replan your trip, please, because if you're driving those Pantechnicons and you're driving heavy loads, it's going to be very difficult for you to maneuver through the city. So just plan your trip, try and get through that closure before the closure starts or after it opens up again. So you make life much easier for everybody. Earlier action we spoke about on the N2 created a lot of problems with the traffic going northbound. So traffic is congested on the N2 northbound both as far back as just before the M7. Now, the roadworks also having an effect on the traffic, so allow for extra traffic. The southbound carriageway as well, it's slow moving as you approach Shingiri Junction. The N3 taking that ramp onto the N2 north also been affected due to the earlier accident. It allow for extra traveling. The one we spoke about in Balgawan, that one is still ongoing. Remember, the trucks involved in that one. So traffic will be affected on the northbound carriageway going towards the Moy River. Just allow for traveling in there as well, please. If you're on the M41, there's a bit of traffic still that's coming around the hairpin bend as it's coming onto the M4. Just allow some traveling from there, please. That's your final update.
Superintendent Raouf, did you know that your fingers have fingertips, but your toes don't have toe tips? Yet you can tiptoe, but not tip finger.
No, I don't know what kind of toes you got. My toes got tips.
But it's not called that in the English language.
It's ballerinas.
Ballerinas, yes, I've seen that on telly.
Yes, so they do, the toe tip dancing.
Okay. I have no idea.
When you're at home,
yeah.
When you're at home in the night, when you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you go into the kitchen, you don't want anyone to hear you.
Then you tiptoe.
You tiptoe.
Yeah. Oh, here's something that people...
And you use your fingertips to open a pot.
Yeah. And then you try and find the meat spot.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Instead of doing something, you dash the lid of the pot and it falls on the floor. And everybody knows you're
in the whole house. And the neighbors know that you're awake and in the kitchen at that time. Thank you very much for traffic this morning, Soup. You take it nice and easy. Have yourself a wonderful day.
This traffic update is brought to you by Audi Centre Newcastle, a member of the Docrat Group. Discover luxury, elegance and sophistication in a brand new Audi. Get hyped to explore the city and rule the road with Audi Centre Newcastle. Contact us today on 034 370 8700 to get a quote. We don't only deliver nationwide, but right to your door. Audi Centre Newcastle, a member of the Docrat Group.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
It's official. Checkers Foods Kawi Park is our first food store with a halal butchery, bakery and deli certified by NIHT, the National Independent Halal Trust. This will ensure high standards and ethical practices across our butchery, bakery and deli from farm to table. So visit Checkers Foods Kawi Park for an exceptional shopping experience that keeps getting better and better.
This third-term school holiday, experience 3 Haram and 2 Haram tours. Packages from just 30,000 Rand, all-inclusive. Confirmed flights from Durban and Johannesburg. Premium accommodation near each Haram. Daily meals, guided tours and transfers, all covered.
With myself, Muhammad Ibrahim Sufi.
And yours truly, Sheikha Umaruman Sufi.
Call now on 082 557 8641. That's 082 557 8641. Brought to you by Globetrotters by Ghulam Malik.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
You are listening to The Breakfast Rush with Nazmira Kasim and Nishal Sarawan.
सहर का वक्त था मासूम कलियां मुस्कुराती थी हवाएं खैर मकदम के तराने गुनगुनाती थी अभी जिब्रील भी उतरे न थे काबे के मिंबर से कितने में सदाई ये अब्दुल्लाह के घर से मुबारक हो शहे हर दो सरा तशरीफ ले आए मुबारक हो मुहम्मद मुस्तफा तशरीफ ले आए أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم هو الحبيب الذي ترجى شفاعته هو الحبيب الذي ترجى شفاعته لكل حول من الأحوال مقتهم مولانا دائما أبدا على حبيبك वो मोहम्मद फख्र आलम बादशाह सोजा सरवरे कौनैन सुल्तान अरब शाहे अजम एक दिन जिब्रील से कहने लगे शाहे उमम तुमने देखा है जगह बतलाओ तो कैसे गम अर्ज की जिब्रील ने ऐ शागिदिए मोहतरम आपका कोई मुमासिल ही नहीं रब की कसम मुहम्मदुन सय्यिदुल कौनैनि वतक़लैनि मुहम्मदुन सय्यिदुल कौनैनि वतक़लैनि वल फरीक़ैनि मिन उर्बि व मिन अजम मीठे आका मेरे मीठे मीठे आका मीठे मीठे आका मेरे मीठे मीठे आका أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق न कोई आप जैसा था न कोई आप जैसा है कोई यूसुफ से पूछे मुस्तफा का हुस्न कैसा है जमीनो आसमां पर कोई भी मिसाल न मिली जमीनो आसमां पर कोई भी मिसाल न मिली بك خير الخلق كلهم يا أكرم الخلق مالي معلوز به يا أكرم الخلق مالي معلوز به كحلول الحادث الأمامي مولا مولا سلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم सलाम उस पर कि जिसने बेकसों की दस्तगीरी की सलाम उस पर कि जिसने बादशाही में फकीरी की सलाम उस पर कि जिसके घर में चांदी थी न सोना था सलाम उस पर के टूटा बोरिया जिसका बिछोना था सलाम है आमिना के लाल महबूब सुबहानी सलाम है आमिना के लाल महबूब सुबहानी
TBR, it is 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM in Peter Maritzburg. If for some reason it was too cold for you to wake up this morning and you've only just woken up now, Assalamu alaikum. Better late than never, eh? It's 7:45 on this Wednesday morning, and joining us this morning in studio is Sister Fatima Karim, and today she's here representing our outreach department to tell the team about the annual Women's Day event that's expected to take place in the month of August on the Gregorian calendar. Sister Fatima, assalamu alaikum, welcome.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah for having me. Just a bit under the weather with the cold. Just to let you know.
You leave home almost the same time that we leave home,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So you also coming here when the sun is still sleeping.
When there's no sun.
Yeah, and the birds are still sleeping, and the street lights are still sleeping.
And we're freezing.
Yeah.
The sky
Absolutely.
itself is still sleeping.
Well, the nice thing about that is that the stars are out. The stars are still out.
Yeah, but
Not for you.
much. When last did you see the stars?
Last night, I look up every night. I look up. I do moon sighting every day. I honestly, I do moon sighting every day. I don't wait for Hafiz Wadi once a month. I go look at the moon every night. I think it's
Tell
gorgeous.
us when you see the stars. When you see them sparkling, put a message on the group and say, "People, go outside.
Look at the stars." Listen,
Look
talking
at
about
the
stars, right? Talking about stars, Fatima Karim, the star of Community Buzz and the Al Ansar Deli and the Al Ansar Bookshop and the hot dog stand at the TBR Fun Run. And of course, one of the stars in our outreach department is here. So could you kindly share what the outreach department has planned in commemoration of Women's Day 2025?
Absolutely, Nishal. It is Own Your Crown, which is taking place on the 9th of August. So embrace your light, wear it proudly. As Nishal had mentioned, I've got so many crowns to fill.
Yeah.
So there's so much excitement around this year's event. I'm very excited. It is on a Saturday, the 9th of August. We're doing things a little different. Sister Swaleha has a brand new look, fresh faces, dynamic speakers, and updated programs that include exciting food options, fashion highlights. It's going to be a vibrant, inspiring day filled with a lot of different experiences. So if you want to meet one of your favorite female presenters, they will be available at this event. All this is available for only 250 Rand. And not forgetting, there will be a meal that is absolutely out of this planet. So it's going to be a 7-course meal.
What?
Yes. And Swaleha has made sure that it's something different that you haven't eaten before. So she's there to make it a little more exciting for us, as she always promises.
That's like you counting on both your hands. Anyway, for listeners who would like to purchase tickets, what is the preferred method of contacting the outreach department?
Okay, if you'd like to secure your ticket, you're welcome to visit the Al Ansar shop in person or simply contact us on 031-208-1601. The outreach team will be happy to assist you with payment details and any further information that you may need.
Absolutely. Are there any other initiatives or drives that the outreach department is currently running which our listeners can support or contribute to?
Yes, definitely. We are actively running 2 impactful initiatives, the Winter Warmth Drive and the Slice of Life Bread Drive. For the Winter Warmth Drive, a contribution of 130 Rand can help provide a blanket to someone in need. Donors can also purchase a blanket and drop it off at the Al Ansar Foundation, and will ensure it reaches those who need it the most. As you know, it's very cold, Nishal. And then our Slice of Life Drive helps feed communities, orphanages, and old age homes. A single loaf is just 950, or you can sponsor a full crate at just 95 Rand. It's a small amount that makes a huge difference.
You know, every day without fail,
You walk down the stairs at 8 o'clock. I do after the show, right? You walk down the stairs and you go to the parking area.
Yes.
And there's just hundreds of loaves of bread that's in crates waiting for distribution. But at 6 a.m.
I was here when they do
5:30, when they're delivering the bread, it's freshly baked out of the oven.
It smells like a bakery.
Exactly. That's exactly where I was going. That aroma that you get downstairs is that of hundreds of freshly baked loaves of bread. And I think that aroma, that's it makes me hungry. I'm going to be honest with you, ladies. It makes me hungry getting into the office every single morning. But there's this warmth in your heart, knowing that every single slice is going to somebody who needs it and most definitely deserves it. So I think we say thank you very much, Jazakallah khair, to every single one of you, whether you're watching the video or listening on the radio right now, that takes out the 9 Rand 50, that takes out the 95 Rand, that takes out the 950 Rand, that takes out all of those slices for us, for them that receive it on a daily basis. Now, I know she doesn't like speaking on the radio, and she wouldn't do this if it wasn't me asking, because I generally don't give people a choice. Sister Swaleha came in. Now, she is the head of the department, the outreach department. She's somebody who works excessively hard behind the scenes and very, very rarely would speak on a microphone. But Swaleha, assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Breakfast Rush.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, Nisha?
Alhamdulillah. And what a pleasure to be speaking about these events and drives that we run here on Al Ansar. And I often walk around the building and I see all of these various different things going on. And I think to myself, we don't put sufficient a spotlight on what we do, Al Ansar, as an organization. We do a ton that nobody knows about.
Gee.
It goes without a spotlight, without sometimes social media, radio, this, that, and the other. It happens quietly, behind the scenes, and people benefit from the generosity of our listeners, of our sponsors, of our donors, of our directors, of the team that works behind the scenes, sometimes, what I heard, till late hours into the night, oftentimes over the weekend.
I'll be texting you.
We'll be getting messages on a Sunday evening. Nish, we need to do this tomorrow morning. Make a plan, put it in your script. And of course, we always try and make those plans. But the reason I wanted to speak to you was because Sister Fatima mentioned a 7-course meal.
Oh my.
She mentioned a 7. That to me is like Walima on steroids.
Okay. I think she's talking about the tea that's coming.
Yeah.
The
bhajias,
savories. I told you, don't give that up.
You can't call Nazmira a bhajia on air. I know she's going to be there. Do that.
So various types of starters, but
yes. So,
if I remember correctly from the previous event, the starters are prepared live on site.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
it's hot, ready to plate. Always. Alhamdulillah, our service providers are like excellent at their services.
Amazing, yeah.
And when I call, be it, I'm actually not going to give any advertising to anyone.
Yeah.
So our service providers come on board, always liaising with me, and you see, this Women's Day event is an event that I look forward to.
Absolutely.
It's our baby, right? I carefully plan it because the funds, every single cent from the ticket money is going to our Slice of Life.
Wow.
Yes. Last year, Alhamdulillah, we got over 50,000 Rand out from
with the fundraising and everything.
Yeah. So, inshallah, I'm hoping to get much more this year. And for me as well as Nishal, our slice of life is like the most important drive for us. I mean, and to get donations for it, it's hard. It's difficult. Every week I'm actually meeting with Nishal. Sometimes I'm busy, sometimes he's busy, but we talk about it and I say, please help. I have only a certain amount, right?
And we're running short.
In my account, we're running short.
Yeah.
Please, let's see. But our donors, our listeners always come on board. Jazakallah khair for that. If it wasn't for our donors and our listeners, there will not be a slice of life.
I know. So let's just recap for our sisters that are listening in right now. This event is a ladies only event. It is in celebration of our sisters' Women's Day event in the month of August. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's being planned for the 9th of August.
Yes.
Women's Day, and it's going to be taking place here
at 189 West
Al
Road.
Ansar. Yeah, so the big hall. And mind you, if you're having a function, you want to hire the hall, you could do that too, right? Just phone the office. Anyway, that's that. It's 250 rand
250
per person.
Per person.
There's a huge course of chows that would be available. Yummalicious foodie. So book your tickets, and it's not just the food, right? So you've got a whole lineup of people that will be coming up onto the stage for fun activities, for motivational activities, for inspirational activities on the stage, whether it's talks or whatever the case may be. It's a huge program.
It is a huge program, and it's an exciting one too, because the audience is also going to get involved.
They're participating.
Yeah, they're participating.
It's interactive.
Yes, and I've got two special segments that I'm really excited about.
Right.
So it's a fashion segment, and the audience is also going to be part of that. And I am waiting, like, if you see our videos are out with the presenters, they are so excited and they are doing an awesome job. Kelly's video was out. Inshallah, tomorrow is Sumaya Khan's, and then on Saturday is Fatima Karim's, and it goes on.
Yeah.
And our keynote speakers is
Zakira.
Abba Zakira and Sarmia.
Right.
You know, she is so phenomenal. She is absolutely inspirational. You know, when you listen to her, you know, and all the messages she gives by Nishal, it is absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful messages.
Yeah.
So 031-208-1601. Ask for the outreach department. Have a chat with them on whatever you want to talk about. You want to talk about buying a ticket? They'll sort you out. You want to talk about sponsoring a loaf of bread? They'll sort you out. You want to get involved in the wheelchair able disabled campaign? Go for it. They'll help you with that as well. If you want to get involved in sponsoring diapers, whether it's newborn diapers or granny and granddaddy diaper, everything in between, they can talk to you about it. There's a lot that we do here at Al Ansar. And again, I'll say this, we don't take this massive spotlight and put it on everything. There's a ton that we're doing just quietly behind. I'll give you an example, right? Tongaat, the tornado that blew through Tongaat, right? We were the very first organization the next morning to drive into Tongaat with multiple vehicles already loaded with aid. And it was not just water that we took in there. We took in mattresses, we took blankets, we took some food, some nappies, water. There was a ton
as well.
We got in there, and crates and crates of bread. We got in there, and other organizations that you saw on social media with massive spotlights were standing and having a meeting about what they're going to do the next day, not what they're going to do on the day. We were part of that meeting, and then we were like, well, hold on now. We didn't come here to have a talk shop and do something tomorrow. We came here to distribute. We came here to lend a hand now. And we got in. And we got in and we did it immediately. Same day, same time. Now, that's what you saw on a video that I made. What you didn't see is a brother that sent a video on social media He videoed his entire, he was standing in his lounge with the camera basically facing up, and there was nothing above him. Ceiling gone, roof gone, lighting gone, everything just blown away. Very quietly, behind the scenes, without any fanfare, the Al Ansar Foundation stepped in and put a roof over their head. So I'm saying it now on camera with our sisters in the studio, because oftentimes people underestimate what we do. And there's powerful things taking place from here with your du'as, with your blessings, with your assistance, with your donations, with your volunteering, your time, which is most precious to us, through our outreach department. So hats off to all of you for coming through. That's it for the show, ladies. Let's start with Swaliha. Say bye-bye.
Jazakallah khair for having me here, Anishal.
Always a pleasure.
For this awesome platform. Ladies, if you want to enjoy your day in